All right, so in this video, we're going to walk through the Google Local Service Ads Guaranteed Leads Advertising Solution. So this is a pay per performance, which means that they're only going to pay for the leads after they receive them, right? And especially when we have Google that's guaranteeing these leads, I mean, this is a no-brainer for prospective clients to sign up on because they're going to get leads guaranteed coming in the door, and they get to pick and choose how many leads they can take on. So with this presentation here, you first want to start off by letting them know what Google Local Service Ads is about. Google Local Service Ads helps customers find businesses in their local area, and that particular business that is showing up at the top is only paying for leads whenever somebody contacts them directly. And they're going to get billed for the leads directly each week from Google. And so the next thing you want to do is you want to show them where the placements are. So showing them that it's going to be at the very top whenever somebody is searching for their services. It's going to be above the Google ads, right? So the Google ads are typically the ones that are showing up at the very top and that typically show that, they're an ad. However, we're not going to be showing up there. We're going to be showing up above that at the very top before anybody sees anything else. And so there's massive benefit for this business to get shown up at the top. And remember, there's no ad creation, there's no keyword research, there's none of that. Everything is already handled. What we're doing is we're filling out their profile and their information so that they can show up here at the top, okay? And then you're walking them through the benefits. So with local service ads, the bids are placed on the services, not the keywords, and the ads are going to show up based on the zip codes. And another great thing here is that once they get set up on the local service ads, Google is going to automatically place them into the voice search listings, which is estimated to be about 50% of all searches in 2020 and beyond. And then we talk about the fact that we can dispute any bad leads through Google, right? And we would be taking care of that for them as our service. And then they're only paying for qualified leads. So any bad leads, any kind of spam leads, we're going to go in there and dispute that for them, and they're going to get credited for those bad leads. And so the user, whenever they're searching for the business and they click on their listing, they're not going to have to leave the actual platform. They don't have to have a website on there. And so everything is done inside of the Google Guarantee platform. And another thing with the Google Guarantee badge is that it allows them to stand out and build trust on their business profile, right? Because when a consumer, right, customer is looking up a particular service business and they see that that business has a Google Guarantee badge, then they're obviously going to have that trust and that credibility through Google, right? And so it's going to be more enticing for that customer, for that prospective, client or whatever that may be for that business to actually contact them and reach out, right? And so obviously we mentioned show up first before everything else on Google, and then all the calls are recorded and they're available to be listened to via the dashboard. So the backend dashboard, your client is going to have access to these calls, and they can serve as training purposes for themselves or for even their employees. So very, very valuable here. And so the next step, you want to walk them through what is this Google Guarantee badge? How does it work, right? What's the sign up process? And so you want to explain to them that after they go through the verification process and they pass the screening and background check, then they're going to get a Google Guarantee badge. And what that covers is up to $2,000 for that business, for that customer that is dissatisfied with the services. So for example, if a particular customer contacts a business, right, through the actual platform here, and they are unsatisfied for whatever reason, Google has up to $2,000 for a lifetime cap to be able to refund that customer, whatever amount it may be, so that they can be satisfied, right, with the actual services. And so there's that coverage there. And so it really provides security to the consumer, to the customer. And so what Google's trying to do here is provide the best possible experience to the actual user. And so you really want to emphasize that to your client. The reason why they're doing this, because they want to have, the best, the most legit, the most qualified actual contractors showing up at the top, getting these leads, because there's a lot of contractors out there that are not, fully licensed, that are not, insured. And so we want to make sure we're letting them know that Google wants the top, type of contractors here showing up at the top that, provide the best possible service and that are actually, a legit business with the paperwork to show it, right? And so briefly walk them through what the actual guarantee covers and then how the sign up process works, where they need to do a background check. They look to see if they're licensed, they're insured, right? Very, very simple here. And then we go to the LSA budget analysis. So there's an area where you can go and actually pull up a particular service, okay, and go to a zip code and then type in the, recommended number of leads, and it's going to give you an estimated monthly budget that you can put in here and screenshot for all your prospective clients. Let's say that you are, targeting somebody in the lawn care space, and then maybe next time you target somebody in the AC repair, space. And so you're able to go into this tool and get a very good rough estimate from Google directly as to how much an estimated monthly budget is going to be, right? And so then we want to walk them through our Google review system. This is very, very important here because this is a part of our services as far as for our monthly management, because reviews are actually a significant factor when it comes to these local service ads. So what we have here is our automated review system, where what happens is somebody will come in for a procedure, somebody will, get some kind of service done, and then they'll get an email and a text automatically, and then they'll be able to leave a review, and then they'll go to this particular page here where it says, hey, would you recommend us to your friends and family? And if they click on yes, then they're going to go to the very top here and go to either Google, Facebook, Yelp, right? All these other places, and actually leave a review and then have it go live online. Now, for whatever reason, if they say probably not, and maybe they had a negative experience, they're going to go to another page down here, and then they're going to be able to, submit their information there and leave a review, and it's only shown to that particular client. And so it doesn't get posted online, which is a huge deal, because what you're doing here for the client is that you are negating any type of negativity or negative reviews online. Everything is going internally to the business, okay? So you want to walk them through this process here and let them know that you're going to be helping them get more reviews, which is going to increase their business, increase their brand, increase their awareness, and reduce and even remove completely any type of negative reviews, right, that are going through the business, okay? All right, and then we have our value stack here, where we're walking them through everything that we're doing. We're creating the account for them, we're optimizing them, we're walking them through the whole entire background check process. We're setting up all the targeting parameters. We're working with Google directly, and then we're, letting them know that we're doing all these extra things for them, right? And very, very powerful down here, we 100 guarantee, right? 100% guarantee our results, because remember, Google is the one that is delivering the leads. All we're doing is just managing the actual, dashboard and the actual leads that are coming in that are bad, right? We're disputing those. And so we're providing a ton of value here. And especially with this guarantee, there should be really no reason why your client doesn't sign up for this, because like I mentioned, we are guaranteeing the results. There's absolutely no risk to the client because they're getting guaranteed leads from Google, and they're not paying for the leads until they actually receive them, right? So very powerful here. This should be something that you close very easily and quickly on, because all we're charging here is a simple setup fee, and then we're charging our monthly retainer once the ads go live within 2 to 4 weeks, okay? So total value of $3,000 for our value stack. Obviously right here, we want to build this up so that it's a lot more than we're actually charging. And then we have here a one-time setup fee of $97, right? This is that no-brainer kind of irresistible offer that is just like, you don't even need to think about it because it's very inexpensive, right? $97. We're handling all the setup as far as creating the campaign, creating the account, helping them with the verification background check process, where you're going to be working with the Google rep directly, and they're going to help you and walk you through all along the way through getting your client signed up. And they're actually on your team. They're not going to be going in and trying to take your clients or anything like that, because they are very agency friendly. And so I've talked to a lot of these different reps, and they're always looking to help. And so they'll walk you through how to set everything up and, any questions along the way. But for this, it's an irresistible, no-brainer offer for $97. Great way for you to get your first client. And then once the ads go live, within the 2 to 4 weeks, right, after the actual verification process kicks in, then it's going to be $497 a month, okay? Because remember, you're not really doing much. You're not creating any ads. You're not managing any kind of ads. You're not doing any creatives, none of that. All you're doing is making sure that the leads that come in that are bad are getting disputed, right? And maybe you're turning off and on different services that they want to get or that they don't want to get, right? And then you're helping them get more reviews. And so all of that is a tremendous amount of value for only $500, because remember, you're not doing much as far as the ads and the ads creative, versus if you were doing Google ads, right? That's something where you would need to do your keyword research, you need to do landing pages, all this stuff. And so that would be a whole lot more as far as time, energy, and resources. For this, it's very minimal as far as your time investment. However, in terms of value, your client is getting a ton because you are managing everything for them. They don't have to worry about going into the dashboard, messing with anything. Everything is going to be taken care of by you, and you're also going to be helping them get more reviews. And so you have two options here. We have the 3-month term here, and then tier 2 is a 6-month term. And this is the same thing, right? $97 one-time setup fee, and then it's going to be $397 per month for a longer term, okay? So once you walk them through both of these tiers, you want to ask them, hey, which one of these is going to be the best fit for your business, right? And so whichever one they go with, you want to let them know what the next steps are. And that's going to be right here as far as, our process. Hey, we're going to create the ads. We're going to walk you through the verification process, through the background check, right? And typically takes 2 to 4 weeks for verification. Now, here's the thing. You want to let them know that all they're going to need to pay today is a one-time fee of $97 to get the ball rolling. That's it. And that they're not going to pay the $397 or $497 until the ads go live within, those 2 to 4 weeks, okay? And so, like I said, this is a no-brainer offer for your client to get guaranteed leads, right? And you are guaranteeing them results. So very, very powerful service here. I definitely recommend if you want to get your foot in the door with a new client and be able to make some money, put some money in your pockets, and get that confidence so you can begin to upsell additional services. So that's going to be it here for this one, and we'll see you on the next one.